as you know by now, I discuss a few things in my book, and it's always good to have someone to ask me a question. And Dion, he's read the book, and he's experienced quite a lot around the book, and there's something very specific he wants to ask me. Dion.
Colette, when you have a dream and you believe it is a God-inspired dream, what do you do once you receive the dream and it has a specific meaning or a purpose or an outcome? What would you do the next day?
Well, I must say in the beginning, many years ago, when I started realizing I was receiving dreams, I kind of wasn't sure what was happening. You know, I didn't really know that I have to take responsibility, I have to take it serious, I need to know that God is speaking to me. So in time when the things was actually happening in my life, and for instance, I had a dream where I was in South Africa and I was among a lot of colored people, but it was in Hollywood. And I didn't understand, where's the colored people in Hollywood? Because for me, in my mindset, the colored people was in Cape Town. And eventually, when I ended up in Los Angeles, my audience was full of Hispanic, the same color. So in my mindset, I didn't understand that. But as I grew, I started to take responsibility on each and every dream. And as your relationship developed with God, you definitely start, Dion, you realize when something is not just your subconscious, or you've watched. I love action movies. I love it, you know. So if I'm going to really dream something about, you know, some fun or whatever, I know when it's not from God. Right. It developed that I know that there's something about it. There's a pattern. You will see it in my book as well. There's a pattern, and I take responsibility and I start writing it down. And not only that, I have to remind myself of things, because if God speaks, you need to honor that, and you need to understand you take responsibility. But because if you take responsibility on anything you have, you can receive something better, you know?
Right.
So yeah, does that answer your question?
Yes, the way I understand it, you're also allowing it to happen? Are you allowing the dream to, what God has shown you, to come true? You're allowing it to happen?
Of course, it's not like you know, because when you are in a relationship with God, it's like, you know, I don't see myself as a religious person, but I pray, and it's fun to pray. You know, it's over the years, I can't have the most incredible life because of God in my life, and I don't think that anything I do, every big decision I have to make, every single decision in my life, I go and I want to hear and want to find my direction by that way. And as I say, you know, although there's a lot of scriptures in the Bible that talk about that, pray and ask and God will give you direction, and He gives direction in dreams as well, you know, so yeah.
Okay, but now just a final question. Do you speak about it once you have received the dream? Do you speak about it, or do you keep quiet?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I don't suggest, if you're going to have a dream and you're going to become a movie star, okay, I don't think that you should really go and tell everybody about that, you know. I think calm down a bit, put some things on the shelf till you mature to understand that, okay, you know, this is God, this is just me. And certain things I speak about, I tell my husband things, but sometimes I know he would say, you know, he would think, but at least it's not a boring life. And yes, but some things you'll keep quiet about it.
So if you're like me and you had a great dream last night, guys, take it easy.